Hi everyone, it's Catherine here from Chaos Creates. Thanks for joining me on my channel today. I'm sharing with you a layout for the Groundhog Day Hop. Thanks to Jackie from JQ Crafty for setting that up. I'm using two cut files today, both from Confessions of a Paper Addict. One is the Big Bang and the other is Funky Numbers. So I'm just showing you here the layouts I created, and this one I created last year for this hop. So the here's to 2022. So I'm today creating a layout as the first one for my 2023 album. So I'm using this Big Bang cut file as a stencil, and I'm using these interesting Luminaire paints. Now I thought these were sort of more like a paste, so I was expecting them to be quite thick, and thought that I would be able to sort of smush them through the stencil, but I soon find out they're actually a thin kind of paint. They've got a beautiful metallic finish though, so I'm just going to use I'm just checking out the different colors, and I soon realize that I need a paintbrush. So I'm using this stiff sort of bristled paintbrush to get the color through the stencil there. And so that's coming along nicely. And so I've got this beautiful pink, a gold, and a beautiful turquoise. So I'm just going to use those paints and put them through the stencil. And I'm just cleaning off the brush in between because I didn't want these colors to mix. So I'm using a baby wipe and just a paper towel just to try and get that color off the end of the brush. So now I'm going to go in with the gold, and it's looking quite good. I like it. So I will let you know that everyone playing along will be in the playlist. So there's a playlist we're using for this hop. And so, make sure you go ahead and check out everyone's take on this Groundhog Day hop. It'll be super fun. I really enjoyed it last year. So make sure to check out everyone playing along. I think I'm going to get a lot of fun out of this over the next, however many years, because I can just keep creating a cover page for my new albums for the new year. So this turquoise color is beautiful, and I'm really liking how this is looking. Once I take off this stencil, you'll see the gorgeous colors. So I did obviously make a bit of a, mistake down the bottom, but it doesn't matter. I end up covering it up and it'll be all fine. So I'm going to go ahead though, and just with a brush and just watering down these paints a little bit and do some splatters just in those same colors around the page, mainly where those, the gold where the gold is, and the pink where the pink is, and then the turquoise where the turquoise is, and they mix a little bit, and that's fine. But I just wanted a little bit more interest, so a little bit more splatters. But I really love this cut file as this stencil, and I think I'll be able to use it again sometime. Obviously, these were looking a lot like, it is fireworks. And so, the start of the year, it's always about fireworks and celebrating. So I have cut the Funky Numbers out on this beautiful pink paper. Now I'm using the Vicky Bouton collection. That's the Color Study collection. So I'm just going to go ahead and trim down this white cardstock and then use the pink as my base, as the border. And so I'm just roughing up the edges with this distress tool. I think this is one from Heidi Swap. I'm not sure. You can get them from all sorts of manufacturers, but I like using the distress tool because then it doesn't mean that I have such straight lines, and if it's slightly, crooked or not quite right, then it's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and use my wet adhesive just to stick this down on the page. I like how this is looking. I really like the pink. It's really popping. So then I'm going to use the numbers here. So 2023. And then I'm going to pull out all the embellishments I have and see what I can make work around the page. So initially I was looking at these letters and thinking bring on 2023 or something of those description, but I ended up not having enough N's. So I quickly realized and decide to go with something else. And then I pull out these sort of foam foam sort of stickers. And this is, this one says Just Be. And I was like, oh, okay, Just Be 2023. I thought that was quite fitting. So I am going to go ahead. I'm going to go and try and cover up that little blotch down the bottom. And so I wanted to do, I wouldn't say journaling, but I know that I want to put some words there. So I put that sort of tag down the bottom, and those gorgeous sunglasses in all the bright colors. And then I'm just going through the embellishments, seeing what I can make work. I pulled out that butterfly because I wanted that gold. It was gorgeous. And then I've got that sort of greeny turquoisey one up the top as well. So I do end up finding something that's going to fit in with the gold one as well. I do think about using the birds, the budgies, but I find that gold sort of butterfly and that works there. I'm just picking out things that I think will work. I've got a little saying that says capture it all, and then I'm putting those sort of lights up the top corner. There's no real structure to where, I'm not putting much structure in terms of the clusters and what that looks like, but I'm just creating, I'm just having fun. I do go ahead and sort of lay all of this out. I think I probably made this layout in probably 3 sittings. I created the background first and sort of, left that to dry, I think overnight, and then came back into my craft room and started creating again. And then I had a bit of a break. I think I stuck everything down, and then you came back to sort of finish things off. So hopefully you won't notice too much, but that was my process for this, this creation, this layout. So I've picked out a floral there with some, a pink, and then I'm just putting down some words here. So I have, I've got happiness, reflect, friends, and bright I end up putting there. And I do think at this point I have stuck everything down. Yeah, I think I've stuck everything down because I didn't want to do that on camera. It was a bit fiddly, so I didn't make you watch all of that. I'm just laying down. I'm trying to find another floral to put with that gold, and I find one which is good, and I'm trying to find one for the turquoise area, but I don't end up finding anything in the floral. I do find this life that I'm going to put as a heading sort of down the bottom, and I'm coming in with some sort of some dots. I really like this gold heart, and so I'm going to go ahead and find some more and place them around in the 3 different clusters, and I'm just pulling in some little sort of finishing pieces. I try this arrow, but it doesn't work. The butterfly's sort of sitting there, and I'm just still looking through to see what else I can make work. And I find this gold, which matches with the gold fireworks up the top there. And so just finishing off with some little hearts and finishing pieces, and I am almost done with my layout. So make sure you go ahead and give everyone go and check out their videos. I'm looking forward to seeing everyone's videos for this Groundhog Day hop. And this is how I took the prompt. I'm going to keep creating my first layout, or the opening layout of my albums, to move into the new year. So that will be my Groundhog Day. And I've pulled out this one that says friends, family, and good times, and I wanted to use that. So I'm going to pull up that other one that says capture it all, and put that down to start with. And then I'm just going to shift everything down a little bit, trying not to rip the page there. So I'm trying to very carefully sort of pull that up and stick that down. That other one says shine bright. That's my layout. I will leave you with some close-ups. Bye.